More than 5,000 years ago, while most civilizations were still taking their first steps, Egypt was already marching steadily toward greatness. On the banks of the Nile River, a civilization emerged, built not just on farming and trade, but on astronomy, mathematics, and a deep spiritual worldview. The ancient Egyptians didn't just construct buildings, they built an identity, a civilization that has stood the test of time and left behind mysteries we have yet to unravel. Yes, the Egyptians had maps. One of the world's oldest known geological maps is the Turin Papyrus map, dated to around 1160 BCE. It depicts gold mines, mountains, and trade routes, drawn with remarkable accuracy. They used simple but effective symbols to navigate the deserts and relied on star charts and wind directions for long journeys. It is one of the greatest mysteries on Earth. How did the ancient Egyptians lift and precisely place stones weighing over 70 tons to construct the Great Pyramid? Some believe they used massive ramps or internal spiral systems, while others argue that there may have been lost technology or forgotten knowledge involved. The Great Pyramid of Giza is aligned with true north, with a stunning accuracy of just 0.05 degrees. The King's Chamber aligns with Orion's Belt, associated with the god Osiris, deity of the afterlife. Inside the pyramids, strange energies have been reported. Some experiments suggest that organic matter decays slower inside the pyramid, and others have recorded unusual electromagnetic fields. Each base side of the Great Pyramid measures 230.4 meters. The ancient Egyptians performed cranial surgeries, as seen in surviving skulls. They treated dental issues, stomach ailments, and eye infections using herbal remedies. They invented water clocks and sundials for precise timekeeping. Their calendar was more accurate than the Roman one centuries later. Priests weren't just religious figures. They were also scientists, astronomers, and doctors. Many believed they could predict Nile floods with precision, heal with sacred words, and communicate with the spirits of the dead using temple rituals. Were these myths, or did they preserve a form of science now lost to time? The ancient Egyptians observed the sky with extraordinary precision. They understood the movement of planets, seasonal sunrise and sunset patterns, and the connection between certain stars and spiritual events, especially Sirius, which they linked to the goddess Isis and the annual Nile flood. At Dendera Temple they carved the Dendera zodiac, a star map showing constellations and planetary positions in astonishing detail. Some researchers believe they even knew about the celestial pole and aligned their buildings with it using tools and methods still debated today. The Great Sphinx of Giza, carved from a single limestone block, stands as a silent guardian of the pyramids. But here's the mystery. The head is noticeably smaller than the body, suggesting it might have been recarved. Weathering patterns on the body hint at heavy rainfall erosion, meaning the Sphinx could be over 9,000 years old, far older than traditional archaeology claims. Was it a pharaoh, a mythical creature, or a relic from a lost, unknown civilization? The civilization of ancient Egypt is not just history. It's like a coded message from a forgotten time, a civilization that went far beyond its age, leaving behind puzzles that might one day change how we see science, architecture, and even life itself.